are in the self-contained life skills program at Smiley, which is the 9th through 12th grade. We have 2 classrooms here. 17 are at the transition house. 12 are in our SOAR EDBD, and that's our emotional and behavioral. 6 to 7, we're still waiting on number 7 possibly for our autism cross-cat program over in Milburn. And then 240 are within our cross-categorical program, 71 being in Milburn and 169 here at Smiley. And I'll explain what that is, how that works, that cross-cat kind of program. We have a spectrum of services, which every school district does, but services can range from a student having consultation and accommodations within the general education setting. And then we move toward what we call our departmentalized LD cross-cat program. We have classrooms all over the building intermixed with general ed classrooms. Student may just have a resource studies skills class, or they may have a full schedule of supported classes in all their academic areas and some of the electives that we offer. It just depends. It can range from 1, it can range to 6. So that's why we consider that departmentalized. We then have our self-contained programs for our life skills here and the transition house and the SOAR program. We also offer sometimes alternative services if a student has had disciplinary issues and they've either maybe been expelled or maybe not, but they can't be here on campus, then we have offered alternative services very similar to homebound services. Then we move to private day programs, like I talked about before, the MENTA, the ICA, and HOPE. And then we could get into residential facilities, but we do not, and have not, in my tenure here, had anyone in placed anyone in a residential facility. Academy, 1 at Hope School, and 1 at the Illinois Center for Autism.
Is that a change from last year?
Oh, it's severely down because we had...
really your total number of students.
Oh, our total number of students is up from last week. Our December 1st child count from 16 was 292.
Thank you.
So this is up, and I have probably 10 on the books that have made appointments for next week with IEPs. So
where's the MENTA Academy?
It is over in the arcades, by the arcades in Belleville, off about 6400 West Main. They took over the bank that was back behind there in the back. It's a wonderful, very modern, Google-like type school in the way they're set up. But they are a very well-rounded, established company that has several buildings up from, I would say, the upper half of the state. But we, several of us directors from down here, toured their facilities a year ago and asked them to come down and consider a facility here, because this type of facility was not on this side of the river anywhere. We had Pathways, which was part of the co-op, but we didn't have any independent private day. And Pathways was considered public day. And so we sent our kids to St. Louis, and the transportation and things like that, they just really weren't. I mean, they work, but this is a much better location for them.